Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing today? This is Lava Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. Hi! Today we're going to be talking about another Humble bundle that came out, and this one is a book bundle called Applied Math and Statistics Toolkit. Now it is put out by Morgan and Claypool. So this isn't going to be a bundle for everybody. Let me just put that up there up front. So if you're not into math and statistics and all that kind of stuff, this is probably not the bundle for you. But it is $791 worth of awesome stuff, and of course that is only if you purchase the top bundle. Now if you're new to Humble Bundle and unsure how this works, well, there are different tiers. So today we have a $1 tier, $8 tier, $15 tier, and that is our top tier. So whichever tier you choose to purchase, you'll get the ones above. So for $15 you would get all the tiers. For $8 you would get the $8 tier and the $1 tier, and then you could purchase the $1 tier and you would just get the ones included in that tier. So that is short and sweet of how Humble works. It always supports a charity. So this one, it will support the Humane Society of the United States and Doctors Without Borders. You can always find out how much time is left here, and if you need to come back for any reason at all, you can hit the reminder button. What it'll do is send an email and remind you before the bundle is up in case you need to come back to it for whatever reason. That way you won't forget, because if you're anything like me, I would definitely forget if I'm not purchasing it right this minute. Alright, you can also click up here and you can see the other bundles going on right now and how much time they have left. I do have a video out on each one of these. Now the way my videos work is I just kind of tell you what it is, so that way if you want to come check it out and get some more information you can, and I have my link down below, so if you use that, thank you very much, appreciate it. Alright, let's get to it. So first of all, for $1 you get 3 books. Now you can always click the PDF here and see a little bit of a preview, but sometimes the previews are kind of hit and miss. So that's just your little fair warning. So the first one you get is Essentials of Game Theory. So this one, game theory, is the mathematical study of interaction among independent self-interest agents. The audience for game theory has grown dramatically in recent years and now spans disciplines as diverse as political science, biology, psychology, economics, linguistics, sociology, and computer sciences, among others. What has been missing is a relative short introduction to the field covering the common basis that everyone with a professional interest in game theory is likely to require. So this is a book to help you out with that. Next we have Matrices and Engineering Problems. This one, the book is intended as an undergraduate text introducing matrix methods as they relate to engineering problems. It begins with the fundamental of mathematics of matrices and determinantals. Matrix inversions is discussed with an introduction to the well-known reduction methods. So that's what that one is. And again, you can always come take a look at the PDF preview and read the full information of what it is. So next in the $1 tier and last for this one is Statistic is Easy. It is the second edition. So this one, statistics is the activity of inferring results about a population giving a sample. Historically, statistic books assume an underlying distribution to the data, typically the normal distribution, and derive results under that assumptions. Unfortunately, in real life, one cannot normally be sure of the underlying distribution. For that reason, this book presents a distribution-independent approach to statistic based on a simple computational counting idea called resampling. That was a mouthful. Alright, so that is the 3 books you get for the $1 tier. Next is the $8 tier, and you get 5 more books. So first we have Introduction to Logic. It is the 3rd edition, and this book is a gentle but rigorous introduction to formal logic. It is intended primarily for use at the college level. However, it can be used for advanced secondary school students, and it can be used at the start of graduate school for those who have not seen the material. Next, we have an introduction to proofs with set theory. This text is an introduction to mathematical proofs for students. It is distilled from the lecture notes for a course focused on set theory subject matters as a mean of teaching proofs. Chapter 1 contains an introduction and provides a brief summary of some background material students may be unfamiliar with. Chapters 2 and 3 introduce the basics of logic for students not yet familiar with these topics. Included is material on Boolean logic, propositions, predictions, logical operations, truth tables, tautologicals and contradictions, rules of inference, and logical arguments. And on and on. Next, we have discrete distribution in engineering and the applied sciences. So this one is an introductory book on discrete statistical distribution and its applications. It discusses only those that are widely used in the application of probability and statistics in everyday life. The purpose is to give a self-controlled introduction to classical discrete distribution in statistics. Instead of compiling the important formulas, which are available in many other textbooks, we focus on important applications of each distribution in various applied fields like bioinformatics, aeronautics, genomics, economics, electronics, epidemiology, management, reliability, etc., making this book an indispensable resource for researchers and practitioners in several scientific fields. Next, we have the Analytical Performance Modeling for Computer Systems. This is the 3rd edition. This book is an introduction to analytical performance modeling for computer systems, i.e., writing equations to describe their performance behavior. It is accessible to readers who have taken college-level courses in calculus and probability, networking, and operation systems. This is not a training manual for becoming an expert performance analysis. Rather, the objective is to help the reader construct simple models for analyzing and understanding the system that they are interested in. Next, we have Probability and Statistics for STEM. Pardon me, apparently I get all tongue-twisted today. So this one of the most important subjects for all engineers and scientists is probability and statistics. This book presents in the basics of the essential topics in probability and statistics from a rigorous standpoint. The basics of probability underlying all statistics is presented first, and then we cover the essential topics in statistics: confidential intervals, hypothesis testing, and linear regression. This book is suitable for any engineer or scientist who is comfortable with calculus and is meant to be covered in a 1-semester format. And that is it for the $1 tier. Next, we have the $15 tier, and this one we get 9 more books. So, think about it. For $15, it's normally $791 worth of books. So, I say it's a win. But only if this is something that you're interested in anyway. I never recommend spending money on something that you're not going to find useful. But this one includes an introduction to multivariable mathematics. The text is designed for use in a 40-lecture introductory course covering linear algebra, multivariable differential calculus, and an introduction to real analysis. Next, we have C programming and numerical analysis. This book is aimed at those in engineering scientific fields who have never learned programming before, but are eager to master the C language quickly so as not to immediately apply it to problem solving and numerical analysis. Next, we have Essential of Applied Mathematics for Engineering and Scientists, a 2E edition. So it is the second edition of the popular book on practical mathematics for engineering. Includes new and expandable chapters on perturbation methods and theory. This is a book about linear particle differential equations that are common in engineering and the physical sciences. Next, we have Fast Start Advances Calculus. This book contains the material in 2 advanced Fast Start Calculus volumes to include multivariable calculus, sequentials, and series, and a variety of additional applications. Next, we have the Fast Start Differential Calculus. So that one was the advanced calculus. This one is the Fast Start. So this book reviews the algebraic prerequisites of calculus, including solving equations, lines, quadrants, functions, logarithms, and trig functions. It introduces the derivative using the limit-based definition and covers the standard function library and the product, quotient, and chain rules. It explores the applications of the derivative to curve sketching and optimization, and concludes with the formal definition of the limit, the squeeze theorem, and the mean value theorem. Next, we have Fast Start Integral Calculus. This book introduces integrals, the fundamental theorem of calculus, initial value problems, and Riemann sums. Sorry about that. Next, we have Introduction to Statistics using R. Introduction to Statistics using R is organized into 13 major chapters. Each chapter is broken down into many digestible subsections in order to explore the objectives of the book. There are many real-life practical examples in this book, and each of the examples is written in R codes to acquaint the readers with some statistical methods while simultaneously learning R scripts. Next, we have an Introduction to Partial Differences Equations. This book is an introduction to methods for solving particle differential equations, PDEs, after the introduction of the main 4 PDEs that could be considered the cornerstone of applied mathematics. The reader is introduced to a variety of PDEs that come from a variety of fields in the natural science and engineering. It is springboard into this wonderful subject. Last book in the whole bundle is an introduction to numerical methods for the physical sciences. There is only a very limited number of physical systems that can be directly described in terms of simple analytical functions. These are, however, a vast range of problems which are amenable to computational approach. This book provides a concise, self-contained introduction to the basic numerical and analytical techniques, which form the foundations of the algorithms commonly employed to give a quantitative description of systems of genuine physical interest. So that is all the books. Again, it supports the charity Humane Society of the United States and Doctors Without Borders. Now, to purchase, you would put in what you want here. If the dollar amount does not show up, because sometimes it does not, you can put it in down here. If you do not purchase the top tier, it will pop up these warnings, but whichever tier you would like to purchase, it is perfectly fine. It's just giving you a warning that you will not receive the other materials in each of the other tiers. The add to cart is only for humble choice, but you do not have to have that in order to get a bundle. So here's where you would purchase. If you want to do it as a gift, make sure and click the gift first, put in their recipient email, and you can even click to make it anonymous, which is a lot of fun. So then you're going to pay with card, PayPal, Amazon, or Alipay. And that is it. That is the new bundle for today. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, this is Lava Temptress. Don't get burned.